All right, so let's just practice some basic antiderivatives, okay? So let's start with just some power rule, okay? When we take the derivative, so d over dx of x to the n, the derivative says you move the power out front and you subtract 1 from the power, okay? The integral, or the antiderivative, is the inverse operation. So if you have x to the n dx, the antiderivative means you're going to take x and add 1 to the power and then divide by that power plus some constant. Okay? So over here, first of all, if I'm starting off with f prime, the antiderivative of f prime is f of x. Then 3, add 1 to the power, so 2 plus 1 is 3, divided by 3, minus 4. Adding 1 to negative 3 makes it negative 2, dividing by the new power, plus c. Okay? And then you simplify. So 3 divided by 3, so we get x cubed. Negative 4 divided by negative 2 is positive 2x to the negative 2 power plus c. And this is my antiderivative. So we're just adding 1 to the power, dividing by the new power. Okay? All right. Let's look at number 2. Now, number 2, I see cosine, I see a cube root. Just like when we took derivatives, as soon as I see some kind of root, I know I have to rewrite. So I'm going to leave my cosine there, plus the cube root is the 1/3 power. So in this one, I've got to rewrite first. Now, the antiderivative of dy over dx is y. The antiderivative of cosine is sine. And the only way I know that is because I know the derivative of sine is cosine. Plus x, and we're going to do the same thing we just did a second ago, add 1 to the power. So I get 4/3 divided by 4/3 plus c. Don't forget the plus c. And then, of course, simplify it a little bit. Sine x plus dividing by something is the same thing as multiplying by its reciprocal. So you get this. That is your antiderivative. And you could change the 4/3 power back to its cube root if you'd like as well. Okay? But this one goes to show you that I wouldn't know what the derivative of cosine, or sorry, the antiderivative of cosine is if I didn't know what the derivative of sine is. So to be able to go backwards, you have to know your derivative rules really well. All right. The integral of 4x to the 5th minus 3x squared dx. So this is, again, asking me to take the antiderivative. So I've shown you 3 ways that the notation could look. Okay? So again, this is 4x, take the antiderivative, add 1 to the power, which is 6, divided by 6, minus 3x, add 1 to the power, divided by the new power, plus c. And again, simplify. So we get 2/3 x to the 6th minus x cubed plus c. And that's my antiderivative. And I don't need any notation. I don't need an f of x or f prime or anything like that for that one because it didn't give me one. So that is my antiderivative.